your voice on the live broadcast. Hope we have a great day. Got a little bit of overcast and some rain, but two great clubs going to go at it today. Okay, Ithaca comes in today with a 5-2 record overall. They're 2-0 in the conference. Union is 5-2 and 1-2 in the conference, so this is a critical conference matchup. Two teams that were in the playoff last year. Ithaca, the defending league champion. And we're at the center field here in the U for the first draw. And here we go. Matty Doyle controls the draw. Looks like we got a green card here. Doyle feeds it in to Claudia Pats, defenseman. Up to Anna Dembowski and across. Jillian Joseph, our leading scorer, with the ball. Union looks to set up. Working it around. Maddie Schiller with the rock. She's over to Greta Mara. Doyle looks to probe. Back on top. Inside. Underhand shot by Schiller. Misses. Lana Mickelson brings it back in and feeds it around. Mara on top. Pass is deflected and intercepted by number 13. It's a good ride here by Union. Ball's on the ground. All the way back to the keeper. Pass doesn't connect. Doyle chasing. It's a loose ball. Maddie Doyle wins it. She loses it. Scooped up by Anna Dembowski. Heads towards the 50. Makes a cut. Over to Claudia Pats. Retracing. Looking to find an opening. She recovers her own ground ball. Dumps it off to Schiller, and Union back in the offensive end. Stella Del Papa working and probing. Jillian Joseph out front. Oh, just misses Greta Mara. Ball's recovered by Ithaca. Looks like it's number 15. Phoebe Hosford. That ball is then lost and recovered by Lana Mickelson. Looks to feed in front, and she does beautifully to Jillian Joseph, our leading scorer for our first one. And we're off and running. Union draws first blood, collecting the turnover. Mickelson to Joseph, 1-0 to you. You always know when you're at Union College, when you hear the old pump-up songs.
Union College goal scorer number 2, Jillian Joseph.
That is Joseph's 18th goal of the season, team leader. And a nice feed from Lana Mickelson, who has 9 assists now in the season, which ties Joseph for the team lead. All right, Morgan Adams in the circle against Catherine Scallion. Still waiting for the sun to come out. Looks like the rain might have slowed. Drawn back. It's a loose ball, deflected. Lily Cody, the Ithaca's leading scorer, runs it down. Feeds it across the field. Catherine Russell with it. Over to Maggie Mandel. Phoebe Hartford brings it across. And looks like Ithaca's now going to set up for the first time today. Back behind the X. Union's defense has had a strong season so far. Looks like a one-on-one opportunity. Greta Mora rides her wide. Now we got a foul here. It's Elizabeth Green from my hometown, Swampscott, Massachusetts. Kind of ironic. She's at the far left corner. Sydney Widlitz, our goalie, for the third straight year as a starter here. The junior set to take this. We've got some communication here with the clock that's slowing us up. Looks like we're ready to go. Good speed from Green. Beats the defense in. Puts that one in the upper left-hand corner, and we're knotted at 1 with 11:36 here in the first quarter. This should be a highly contested game. These two teams played a good one up at Ithaca last year. You know, Union struggled to control the draw that day. It was really a senior-led team from Ithaca. They won the regular season, and they won the tournament, advancing far into the NCAA Division III tournament. Goals and aspirations that Union is looking to push forward with this year after a third-place finish last year in a semifinal bounce in the league tournament. Okay, draws are 1-1. Again, it's Union's Morgan Adams. I believe we'll see in a second here. Again, it was number 7, Catherine Scallion. Draw controlled by number 12 from Union. Mara rides her down the left side. She's going to have to pull it out and set it up. Some subs coming on for Ithaca. Ball in front. They're working it around, looking like they're trying to create some one-on-ones. Good footwork there. Little isolation. Both teams showing some patience early on here. It's a charge right down the middle, and a nice save from Sid. Ball is on the ground. Johnson in pursuit. It ends up being a Milton ball. Junior Sammy Johnson will bring it in. Really had a strong start to the season. Dynamic on the rush. One bounces it up to Stella Del Papa. Oh, whose pass looking for Joseph is deflected. Unfortunate. Joseph was open. Picked up by number 5, Kelly Agrula. And Mara picks off the pass. Greta breaking in the left side. Sees even numbers and looks to set up. Hannah Compa coming up. Maddie Doyle. Doyle with the ball now. Here we go. They're working it around. Schiller with it now. Over to Compa. Schiller, the lefty. Aggressive on the take. Works it to Joseph. Joseph's pass in front misses. Hannah Compa runs it down. Still 49 seconds on the shot clock. Nice patience today out of both teams so far. Schiller working it. Again, Jillian Joseph from behind the X. Working it. They're riding her pretty good. Keeps her feet. Low pass to Doyle. She can't get it. Stella Del Papa in pursuit. But number 5, Elizabeth Green, runs it down. G1 bounces it over to Catherine Russell. Russell coming up the left side. Ball's reversed. It's on the ground. Schiller's in pursuit. Okay, I think he's working it around. It's back on top. Again, that's number 5, Elizabeth Green, driving. Greta Mara, left-handed shot. And it sneaks through low. And at 8:25 of the first quarter, Ithaca takes its first lead 2-1. Looks like Ithaca is going to look to do a lot of one-on-one driving. Coming downhill. It's going to be up to the Union defense here to square that up and shut that off. Big contingent here at Union today. You can see lots of parents here gathering. Students are coming back this weekend after a break. We've got a boys game right after this. Weather's not really cooperating, but we're holding out hope. All right, Morgan Adams in the circle. Looks like it's number 28, Erin Wilkinson, going against her. It's up. And again, it's number 12, Lily Cody, leading scorer for Ithaca, who has the draw control, sets up behind the X. Again, subs coming in for Ithaca, offense taking its time to set up. It's off to the side. Again, it looks like it's Green against Doyle here in the matchup. Back in front. Looks like we got Haley Armstrong with a quick pass in front to number 6. That's Kelly Agrula, and she buries it. So after scoring the first goal, Union's given up 3 straight now in the first quarter, and it's 3-1 Ithaca. We've got 7:38 left in the first quarter, and Ithaca's got a 4-1 shot advantage. All right, just a big draw coming here. We're at the U. Hannah Compa looks like she's going to get the draw control. She's going to advance it into the offensive end. They're really pushing on her. Oh, and she stepped out of bounds. It's a turnover. Unfortunate. All right, Ithaca in transition. Phoebe Hosford brought it over the line here. Looks like Armstrong behind the net. She's met by Sammy Johnson. Again, back to the top. It's Lily Cody driving right, and she scores. Wasn't a great angle, but she found the back of the net. And Union's probably got to come up with some kind of different answer here to close off these downhill drives. I wouldn't say she turned the corner on us right there, but enough off space, obviously, to get the shot off and find the back of the net. All right, Giuliani Esposito against Morgan Adams for the draw. We're at 6:52 in the first period. It's 4-1 after Union scored first. Ithaca's ripped off 4 straight. It's up, and again, one by Ithaca. Lily Cody down the left side. Mara in pursuit. Greta rides her out. Ithaca goes to set up again. Sammy Johnson on ball. She's on Armstrong. Again, there looks like another opportunity for a one-on-one. Shut off. Ball is tipped. It's loose. Unfortunately, kept in. Anna Dembowski with the check. It's ruled a foul. And Ithaca will reset. Shot clock at 48, ticking. It's like number 8. Working it around slowly. They're probing. Back on top to Green. It's a clear out. She goes lefty. Bounce shot. And a beautiful save by Sid. She outlets to Greta. Up the left side. She's got people open. She finds Joseph. Into the offensive end. Greta sees space. She's checked, loses it. Picked up by Lana Mickelson. Works it from behind the X, does a quick feed to Jillian Joseph, and it is saved. Nice stop by the goalie, 32, Michaela Datillo. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm a first-timer. Be kind. Ithaca gets the clear. Again, a cut to the net. Tegan Shea in the defense. Oh, nice job right there. Maddie Deneen with the caused turnover in the block. And junior Claudia Pats with the ground ball and the clear. Claudia is a 2-year starter on defense. Her dad Bob's a recent Hall of Famer at Tufts University football. It's pretty cool. All right, Compa on top to Schiller. There's a cut. There's Joseph. Doesn't like it, doesn't pull the trigger. Works it to Stella. Deneen around on top. Hannah Compa. Back to Deneen. It's a little crowded. Schiller kind of in a one-on-one situation, makes her move to the left hand. Help comes. She passes it off to Greta Marr, and that finds the back of the net. It's 4:02 in the first. It's Ithaca 4, Union 2. A much-needed goal there. And there comes the music. All right, this is what we wanted. We want to see good lacrosse.
College goal scorer for Greta Maurer.
Greatest senior captain, two-time All-League player. You know, really well-rounded. Makes plays offensively, defensively. You know, in the draw control. All right, again, it's Morgan Adams. It looks like another Ithaca player. Everyone's getting a shot today, I guess. It's Catherine Scallion. All right, Lauren Doyle. Ball just finds Lily Cody. She's fast. Dembowski rides her outside. She's got speed, man. She gets by, she cuts the angle, and she sneaks it by Woodlets. That was too fast. They really like to attack downhill, Ithaca. You can see it. They create the one-on-one. Cody's got some nice moves and some speed. You know, and big goal there. Quick response. 5-2 now, Ithaca. 3:54 left in the first quarter. It's interesting because the Union really played well against William Smith, who employs a similar type of downhill attack. So got to make some adjustments and settle in. All right, back in the circle. Morgan Adams. Greta Mara. Morgan with the draw control. Well done. They're closing on her. Check from behind. Picked up by Dembowski on a bounce. She's working outside. Looks like she might be doubled. Anna turns the corner. Fights to stay in bounds. Gets it into the offensive end, and she's checked again. All right, it's Mickelson behind the X. She works it around to Schiller. Compa on top. There's a cut. Doesn't like it. Again, Schill's drawing a double every time she comes. Maddie Doyle working it. Stella behind the net. She's got a one-on-one. She's working. Compa gives her some help. Now at the top. Get another feed inside. That wasn't finished. Mickelson scooped it up, but then she was checked. Looked like she was looking for a foul. Compa chasing down number 5. That's Elizabeth Green, who gets the clear. Lots of space. All right, Union needs a stop here. Again, there's a lot of one-on-one action here from Ithaca's offense. Doyle, nice defense. She cuts off number 10, Sydney Smith. Dembowski on Armstrong. The ball is on the ground. Hannah Compa working, scooped by Maddie Doyle. It's a ground ball for Doyle. She brings it out, pulls it back. Most of the girls are wearing gloves today. You know, it's probably in the high 40s. This is Tegan Shaw, senior defender. She's checked from behind. Oh, and she, unfortunately, looks like stumbles, trips. Looks like there's some confusion here on the call. We had a check from behind for one official. Ithaca seems to want the ball, and they give it to Ithaca. No, they give it to Union. They do call the check. They got to give her 5 feet here, I think, right? And there's a green card being issued here to number 15. That's Phoebe Hosford. Catherine Moore, Ithaca's coach, is not happy with the call. We're resetting the shot clock. Union will have 90 seconds. Schiller with the ball, and she'll get it into Joseph. Jillian, the reigning rookie of the year in the league, after a breakout freshman season. Oh, that was a nice play by Schiller to recover. Nice coverage. Ithaca really seems to be packing in the defense. Again, a turnover. Now a ride. The ball is out, and it's in the crease. A little bit sloppy here. I'd like to see the stats. Got a penalty there. Lana Mickelson with the pressure. Ground ball scooped up by number 2, Catherine Russell. She's over the 20. Maggie Mandel. Stella with the pressure. And, beautiful catch by number 7, and a nice check by Lana Mickelson. And they're going to call that a foul. It looks like Mickelson's, what are they giving here? Green card. 1 minute. 1, 2. I don't know what's going on here. There's a lot of confusion on some of these calls. It just slows the game down. The coaches get aggravated. All right, Ithaca brings it back into play, and they reverse field. Number 20 over to number 5. She gets it across. They're man up or woman up in this scenario. And that's the period. So after 1, it's 5-2 Ithaca. Play relatively even. But shot advantage 7-3 Ithaca. And a couple of turnovers in the offensive end has really made the difference so far. All right, so we got 2 minutes now between periods. Okay, after 1, give you some quick stats here. Obviously, we've got a 5-2 score in favor of Ithaca. Union has 2 assists to Ithaca's 1. We've got 7 shots for Ithaca to Union's 4. 6 of Ithaca's shots have found the net. 3 of Union's. Ground balls are 7-5 in favor of Ithaca. Saves are 2-1 in favor of Union. Union has cleared 2 out of 3 times, and Ithaca has cleared successfully on 5 out of 8. I'm not sure about the draws. For some reason, they don't track that here on the Union app. But I would say that Ithaca probably has a slight advantage in the draws. And turnovers, this seems to be the difference right here. It's 7-5, Union with 7. 4 caused turnovers for Ithaca, 3 for Union. Penalties are 2 minutes for Ithaca, 1 for Union. And we're about to start second period. Horn calls. Referees are going to pull them out. Teams trade sides of the field. We are at Union College, Frank Bailey Field today, the home of the Union. Chargers. I know it takes some getting used to for some, but that's what we're at. All right, I think we'll be on the advantage here. See Mara on the defensive end with Dembowski. Yeah, first year Kate Lofney, junior. Sammy Johnson, Claudia Patch, also a junior, and Tegan Shaw, the senior defender. Sydney Widlitz in net. And we're off. Lily Cody, leading scorer, working at the top, working it around. Lots of movement here. Shooting space. All right, we're going to have an 8-meter here. It looks like that's number 5, Elizabeth Green, from the Big Blue. Nope, sorry, that's number 6. She rips it. It's wide left. Oh, and they give possession. I thought Claudia Patz was closer. No. Again, I think we're working it around again. Ithaca D working hard to shut off the passing lanes. All right, looks like we're even now. Ball got inside. Nothing there. Mickelson's out of the box. Cutter picked up. Greta Mara on the cutter. Kate Lofney with the ground ball. She's checked. They're going to call a foul there. Kate will restart. Goes across the field to Tegan Shaw. She goes to Maddie Doyle. Nice scoop by Doyle. Reverses field. Doyle really has a nice burst. Explosive athlete, junior. She's into the offensive end. Compa comes on. She works at the Compa. Again, Union showing some nice spacing on offense today. Over to Schill. Again, it's these short passes trying to get the ball to the inside that we've really struggled. We got a call here. Looks like this is going to go in Union's favor. Jillian Joseph got the call. She doesn't have a great angle on this 8-meter. She's probably going to pull this out. Maybe not. She takes it in. She pulls it out. Goes to Schill. Over to Compa. Maddie Doyle. Good patience. Nice move by Doyle. She lost it before she shot it. Are they calling it? Maybe a break here for Union. What are they calling? Yeah, Doyle's going to get the 8-meter. Just off the left center. Beautiful save. Did not fall for any of the fakes. She's a first year. Michaela Datillo. She's from Clifton Park, New York. Clear is successful for Ithaca. Again, Union D needs to make a stop. Ball behind the X. Here comes the drive. Again, it's Cody. She's quick, man. She can't get the angle she wants. Patient enough to drop it off. Ithaca will reset. Elizabeth Green working it around. Again, this is 6. Kelly Aguirre. Now we got 8. Natalie Naturel. Cody's She's a very explosive player. Nice closed off well there. Adjustment, the ball is out. Again, it's Maddie Doyle with the ground ball. Again, both teams have had trouble making that short pass in front. Doyle gets it up to Jillian Joseph. She makes a nice pass to Greta Mora, who lights that lamp. It's in the back of the net. Big goal for Union at 11:28 in the second quarter. Really heads-up play there, kind of like a secondary break. Greta Mora, the senior, a really well-rounded player. As I've already mentioned, two-time Liberty League All-Star. Much needed. Joseph with the assist. All right, Morgan Adams. Back in the circle. I can't tell exactly, but I believe it's number 7, Catherine Scanlon. In there against her. Goes this way. Ball controlled by Maddie Greco. The sophomore. Oh, she was hacked. They got it. Looks like we got a card here. Oh, that's on Cody. She's a good player. Oh, they called a yellow. That's 2 minutes here. Union's going to get a nice opportunity. Really nice job by Greco. Sophomore. Finding more and more time. Field hockey star here at Union College as well. 2-sport athlete. She's out of Scarsdale, New York. Okay, she passes it up to Joseph, and we're off and running. All right. Coming up in 11 minutes here in the second quarter. Maddie Greco works it over to Greta, to Compa. Nothing there exactly. Again, we're probing around to Stella. Schill now behind the net. Greta on top, working one-on-one, looking to break something down. They close it off well. Again, Mickelson with the cut. Jill's in there. Hannah can't control the pass. It's lost. It's picked up by number 13. And then we've got a foul here on somebody. Now what? Looks like maybe they got Hannah Compa for a yellow card. Called a yellow. No one's in the box. What do we got? Does she not know? Yep, it's on Hannah. All right, so there goes the power play, to use a hockey term. Take advantage. Union setting up for the ride here. Again, the officials take so long to reset this thing and get it going here. The call has been made. The player is in the box. The time is recorded at 10:24. Let's go. Let's play. Again, we've been fortunate. The rain is holding off. All right, this is number 13. She turns it over. Nice pressure from Stella. Stella with the ground ball. She's drilled in the back. Oh, my God, here we go again. Probably another 20-minute delay. All right, they don't call a card here, but she is going to get an 8-meter left of center. Stella's a first year. Known for her shot. You know, players in the team rave about this young first year. And the ball is saved, deflected, and it goes, ironically, into the net. You don't see that every day. Almost like a tip-in on a rebound under the hoop. I don't know who's going to get credit for that. Let's see how they score this. Regardless, it's 5-4 now. Union's cut it to 1 with 10:02 left. An odd sequence. But Stella got the ground ball off the turnover and made something happen. All right, Lana Mickelson gets credit for the goal. I'm going to assume it's unassisted. It's 5-4. All right, Morgan Adams in the circle. All right, it's Maddie Doyle. No, it's not Maddie Doyle. It's Maddie Greco. She's matched up against Lily Cody, who's proven to be a weapon so far. Greta Marr with Elizabeth Green. And the draw is Morgan Adams for Union against number 7. And again, it's Greco. Got a couple girls on her. They're going to call a hold. Oh, my God. Here we go. It's Flag Central. And it's a green card. Again, it's on Cody. Anytime she sits out, that seems to be good for Union. I'm very impressed with her as an athlete. She's not happy with the call. She doesn't want to sit down. She's not sitting in the box. So this is going to obviously take longer. All right, they finally tell her to get over there. Again, the sophomore Greco got a nice burst. You know she's an athlete, man. Look at her go. She's pressing the net, and she pushes her way through. She loses it, and it's turned over. Maybe not the best decision, but she's bringing some juice off the bench, and it's working pretty well. All right. Ithaca trying to clear. Ball up. It is cleared to number 7. Kelly Scallion. She shoots it wide. It is Ithaca retains possession. Shea was on the defense. There was some contact after the shot. Seems like Union's made some adjustments here to shut off that downhill drive. Playing a little bit more help defense, more of a zone match, almost seems like. No, you can't step in there, Tegan. Ooh, and she's hit with the ball. I don't know what. All right, so this is obviously going to be a dangerous play. A yellow card on Cody. Kind of unfortunate break for her. I'm not sure Tegan realized that she was in shooting space. Two minutes on this yellow card, he signals. I don't know. Is this going to be Union ball? Tegan seems to be okay. I mean, she was directly hit with that ball. I don't know if they're calling shooting space as well. Is this? God, you're seeing some things today you don't really see. You know, as a lacrosse dad for many years, it looks like it is going to be Union ball. Tegan, who was hit with that shot, is going to start off here. All right, so when we resume here with 8:42 in the second, Tegan over to Sammy Johnson. Sammy's shown unique ability of clearing the ball. She brings it in, gets it off to Joseph, retreats back to her defensive position, and Union sets up. It's Stella behind the net, working. The subs are coming on. Here comes Compa into the offensive end. She's an offensive midi. Joseph working around. Schiller, Greta aggressive, Greta pressing, and she draws the shooting space. Should be from the left elbow. See what she chooses to do here. Okay, she passes it out. Jill works it. Jill's on top. She got Greta on the left. Got a couple. Got Mickelson and Hannah Kompa. We're kind of patrolling the middle. Got a lot of people kind of around there. Jillian Joseph floating through. There's some patience here. We got 33 on the shot clock. Doing a little bit of a weave here. Pass doesn't connect, but Mickelson's able to pick it up. Again, works it back around. Jillian Joseph, you'd like to say JJ. It looks like a high check, but it's not called. Ball is picked up. Greta on the ride. What do we got here? We got a timeout for Ithaca. So it's 7:14 in the second quarter. It's Ithaca 5, Union 4, kind of the tight game we expected. Shots favor Ithaca 12-6. It's a one-goal game, and it's a timeout here. Frank Bailey Field, Union College. All right, second period stats. As we look at them right now live, Union has scored 2 goals this period to 0 for Ithaca. Shots are 4-2. Obviously, 2 big saves by by the Ithaca goalie. We've been very impressed with the first year. Michaela Datillo. A lot of penalties here. We got 3 on Ithaca, 1 on Union. Ground balls 4-3 in favor of Union. Free position shots 2-1 in favor of Union. Fouls, Ithaca's had 4 fouls. And the turnovers are 3-3. Again, we're at 7:14 here in the second quarter. And the Ithaca holds that 1-goal advantage. Again, I think I mentioned the men play right after us here today. Surely hoping the rain holds off for both games here. You see the crowd starting to pile in, some tailgating going on. It's a great college lacrosse. All right, Ithaca starts us back in play. Some pressure here. She retreats. Ball worked over to Lauren Russell. She gets it to Catherine Russell. Maybe they're sisters. And Ithaca's in the offensive end. A little bit of pressure from Greta. Looks like we get a little bit of a shadow on number 5, Elizabeth Green. The Swampscott Big Blue. Really nice. Greco with the pressure. Moves well. Forces that ball back. Leah Naturel. Kate Lofty meets her. Ithaca's D tightening up. It is more of an experienced unit. Lofty really the first one kind of breaking in. Sammy Johnson on Armstrong. Cutters matched up. Nice help from Claudia Pats. Okay, it's worked around to Catherine Scallion. Again, Greta won't let her make a move. She's got to put it back behind to Armstrong. Johnson meets Armstrong in a soft shot, and Sydney just says, thank you. Sid with the underhand clear to Kate Lofty. Kate, feeds it inside to Anna Dembowski. Difficult possession. She gets it outside to Claudia Pats. She comes down the right side. Finds Schill wide open in the offensive end. Ball works to Jillian. Thought about it, but pulls it back out. Looks like Union's going to set up. Jillian takes it to the top. Goes back to Greta on the left. Pass inside to Joseph. Oh, she got some heat on that. Jillian Joseph from Greta Moore, and we are knotted at 5 people. Union has really started to figure this thing out in the second period. Nice adjustments from Coach Trainer, obviously, at the end of the break. The defense has really stopped the downhill attack. And this second period here is now 3-0 Union on the advantage to knot this thing up at 5. It's a big game for both teams. Obviously, the Liberty League, very competitive conference. Looks like Esposito will come in for the draw against Morgan Adams. Draws have been interesting. It's up. Doyle fighting. Oh, she really got checked down hard there, but Morgan Adams with the hustle picks it up, finds Greta. Greta had an angle. She's pressing this thing downhill here. I love it. Rip that. Greta Mara. Oh, what a highlight moment for the senior captain. She saw the space, and she just said, I'm going to take this thing downhill and light this lamp. Ball's in the back of the net here at 4:52, and Union takes the lead for the first time since 1-0. Nice job. Really nice teamwork there on the draw control. But experience from Mara there. Saw the opening, the grass, took it, got something on that. She's going to get a well-deserved little break right here. Again, Morgan Adams, the senior, really more of a draw specialist on this club. With the feed on that to start that break. All right, looks like it's her and Esposito again. It's tough to see the angles sometime here in the numbers. Copper and Green matched up. Doyle and I think Leonatral. That ball did not come up. We got a false start, and this ball is going to be rewarded to Union. I guess they're going to give it to Doyle. She just takes it, picks it up. I don't know if that was the right way to handle that, but the officials just let him play. All right, Compa on top. Subs have come in. They've rotated. Hannah Jordan in at midfield. She's at the top. Young first year. Explosive athlete. Again, it's Doyle kind of in a one-on-one situation. Good job not forcing it. Oh, it's a little bit crowded. Now, Schill. Again, I don't like it. Good patience by Mickelson. Passes it out. Oh, Jill had a nice idea there. It looked like a bounce shot that just missed or might have deflected off the post. There's still 30 seconds on the shot clock as Doyle's on the left side. She comes downhill, puts her foot in the ground, and beautiful dodge, and she fires a low one bouncer into the net. Maddie Doyle, the junior out of Needham, Mass. There's a little bit of energy in the crowd now. You can totally feel it. The bench for Union really starting to feel some confidence. Again, this is a team full of juniors and sophomores, 4 seniors on this club. And the future is bright here. Coach Trainer's really done a nice job in her 3rd season now building the program. I know the girls have a tight-knit community. I think the parents have a good time too. All right, we got some great lacrosse going here with 3:35 left. It's 7-5 Union. Morgan back, ready for the draw. Again, it looks like Esposito. It's Doyle and Compa for Union. Green and Kelly Lexish, I believe, for Ithaca. Ball is out. Doyle's got the step. She does get the draw control. It's crowded. She's going down the middle. Looks at Deneen, the first year. They can't keep it in bounds. It's unfortunate. All right, so that's a turnover. They're going to reset the shot clock at 3:15. Jillian Joseph on the pressure. Girl ran out of bounds on the bad feed. That was number 8 from Ithaca. Pressure from Stella. Stella goes back to Anna Dembowski. She drops the ball. She's going to get called for an open check. Unfortunate turnover for Anna D there. It's not easy being a father, I'll tell you. All right, Ithaca. They're bringing it in the open end. Looks like they're looking to set up. Again, you can see there's been some adjustment here in the Union defense. All right, they're working it from behind the X. Again, they're looking for the isolation. Sammy Johnson, not so fast, my friend. Shuts that down. Hannah Jordan. Anna Dembowski. Claudia Patz. Greta. Kate Lofney. Sammy Johnson. Rounding out the Union defense. Deneen out there as well, the first year. It's a pick on Jordan. Deneen picks it up. And they did beat her with speed. I think it was Green. Elizabeth Green, who finds the back of the net at 1:55 in the second quarter at 7-6. I think that's the first time, definitely in the second quarter, but in quite a while now that Ithaca was kind of able to turn the corner on their downhill attack. It's really been a competitive game today. Girls are playing hard on both sides. It's great lacrosse. All right, with 1:55 left in the second quarter. 7-6 Union. We're back in the circle. It's Morgan. Looks like it's another girl in here for Ithaca. Number 7. Ball controlled. Morgan had a shot at it. Did she get it? Morgan Adams gets the draw control. Looks for Compa. That one is not connected. Again, nice check from Jillian Joseph. Oh. Okay, rewarded to Ithaca. Don't really understand that after Joseph's check. But I'm not an official. All right. Again, looks like Ithaca wants to work from the top. Greta shuts off Green. Green reverses. Fires. Sydney got enough of it. Rolled across. Ball's on the ground. It looks like Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, it looks like Dembowski was fouled. The ball rolled to Claudia Patz, the other junior defender. She was fouled. And now Claudia coming up the middle. Don't like all the traffic. And the ball is knocked out, but Greta picks it up. And Greta runs through there like a running back, looking through defying grass. Finds Joseph. She's at the top. And she's taking some bumps. Joseph all the way across to Schill. Oh, wow. Schiller took a hit, finished it in the back of the lower right side. It's a physical game, people. We got to be ready for this. And it's 8-6 Union. And that's a big one with 24.6 seconds left in the quarter. All right, the Ithaca goalie is coming out. Looks like she's got a problem with the net on her stick. It looks like something is come undone. Okay, the backup goalie helps her. Again, she's been impressive today, I think Michaela Datillo. Again, she's from Clifton Park, New York. I think the same school as Hannah Compa. Union with the 2-goal advantage, 24 seconds left. Again, Maddie Greco coming in. Looks like Union's going to start this possession with 5 on D. I think it's Morgan versus Scanlon here in the draw. Ball is out, fighting. Morgan Adams flips it to Greta Marr. Way to step up, Morgan. Really good. Greta lost that ball somewhere around midfield. There's not much time, 7 seconds. I think we just got to really push the ball wide here. Scanlon working, nothing on Sammy. Or is that Tegan? Tegan Shaw shut that down, and there's the quarter. Really, really a huge quarter here for Union Lacrosse. I believe it was really drastically outscored them there. All right, second period. I got to update the stats here on my phone. I told you before, I am a first-timer here. Hope you're enjoying it. I don't know when I'll be back, but if you don't like me, that's okay. Second period, totally tilted after our first period dominated on the score chart by the Ithaca Bombers. The Union Garnet Chargers here outscore Ithaca 6-1 off of 9 shots. And draw controls, Union 6 in the second period. Well, that will do it. I mean, as I mentioned, Morgan Adams, the senior who really is draw focused on her game. When she's rolling, Union does roll. And she's made some really nice plays, particularly the feed to Greta Marr on that downhill charge on her beautiful goal in the period. So we've got about a 9-minute break here before action starts up. So I'm going to step away, let everyone catch their breath, get a drink, get your favorite snack here, and we'll get this thing rolling in the second half here. It's really been a great game so far. As I mentioned, you'll be able to pick up the Union men's game, not with me, but with someone else, probably afterwards. Big day today here at Union College in Schenectady, New York, with lacrosse being the focal point. Thanks for following along. We'll see you in a little bit. Second quarter, I mean, we just flipped the switch. Shut off the downhill draw.
With girl went out with the second yellow card.
Oh, she's out?
She's out. She's done. She can't go back in.
Oh, that's big.
That was
She's
big.
a really good player.
She's one of the best players.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. She's the leader staff
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah. She's
Yeah, and I think she put Greco out there too.
Yeah.
I think Greco's changing the tempo.
Tegan, Deneen's the only one who got beaten that last goal. We outscored them 6-1 the second period.
Yeah.
The referees can never communicate and make a call in minutes. Like it's like in seconds. It's always multiple minutes.
Yeah. I'm kind of watching the other end there.
Watch one.
At the other end there.
Where?
In here, but at the other end.
Oh, really? Who else?
Do you want me to sit here?
That's up to you.
You can see it all, huh?
Yeah, I have to lean left or right a little bit. But it's fine.
Oh, the boys are playing St. Lawrence. So
right after this.
that's a big game
It
too.
will be for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hyping it up.
Oh, you're good. Huh?
Should be. I think they're both 1 or 2 losses right now. They played tough. So
Yeah.
they were.
It's just like another.
Legitimate.
Oh.
They have a couple of kids that they get their hands free anywhere. Put it in a corner. 100-mile-an-hour shot.
It's amazing too, because Tufts is a hard school to get kids into.
Yeah. They have a ton of kids on their roster too. They must have. So how many kids do you think Tufts had on their roster?
Probably 60.
I mean, they had the whole son that was freaking crazy full.
30 years of coaching, I've gotten one kid in the Tufts.
Really?
We had one other kid that was close, but yeah.
They take those kids from all over the place. They had kids from the Benjamin School down in Florida. They had kids from all over the place.
That's Amherst, Millbury Davis.
Yeah.
He does? Yeah, I'm sitting with him now at the hub.
Sure, it's your mom.
You got the 10 up. How you doing?
I know, good. He's in his coaches are here too.
Well, officials were bitching.
It's hilarious.
The one goal back there is bad, supposedly.
Yeah.
What's up?
So it's very
Just for your games.
Yes.
It's me and you now. Now I feel like you're bringing it.
Says
You're
it's so
bringing
much
it.
better when you have commentary.
fucking cold ass for South Bay. But the net was
Good, yeah. They're playing well too.
The right pole was bad, so they wouldn't start it. And you
Yeah.
see-
Are you still at home?
Yeah. It like I was gonna get George and we were just gonna pull on it and see if we could pull it, but so they're like, oh, use that
Mhm.
because we use it for learn certain games.
Okay, good.
Because they're worried.
Nice, good, perfect.
I was like, we've had 7 or 8 home games here like that, and not a single.
I probably can. Yeah, I mean, I could turn on the live stream and just listen too.
That would be funny.
Well, the men's, I think the men's
Oh, I
officials
wonder
just
if you
has
can.
some Garrett. They've been guys who've been here multiple times.
So, but.
Okay. Okay, good.
Al had trouble.
Yeah,
It was,
good,
at least they were in there and you were able to get to them.
Yeah. I mean,
good.
they were right there, so it's
We need to get another,
Georgie's.
yeah, she's
Rocket,
good.
no code down there.
She's good.
He doesn't listen.
I was like, George, I did it for 3 years. I was like, George, where's your code? He's like,
You gave him your code.
Oh, I bet.
I gave him my code. He just refuses to wear it.
I let him sort of do it.
Funny.
I'm gonna be there at 10 because I gotta let the girls team in.
Oh, wow, good.
To the locker room and we can go right after that.
Nice.
So long as
Derek said this.
All right, okay, good. Stay tuned.
Like us.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and Ollie's good. He went out and everything. He should be fine. Perfect. He should be fine. All right, he should be fine. Is the door open to the
Because there's
basement?
always just those.
That's fine.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like they're a little
Yeah. He does dump his
deeper at the
seasonal
top end
stuff.
between our.
This is like
our
emergency
guys and
place. Yeah.
They lost their fourth one.
The men play after this, so there's a lot of spectators. And look at the men's setup. They have the 3 tents.
Yeah, they always are. That's right down, so close to Baltimore. They get all those Baltimore kids.
Yeah, really nice.
You
Yeah.
ever been there, Jim? Their stadium's gorgeous. So the place they play is where
Oh, yeah, good.
Baltimore go before
Right.
the Ravens, because the
Warm.
Ravens is a practice facility, and it's a gorgeous facility. The
Great.
training
Okay,
rooms
good. Took all the food.
It's all glass.
Yeah, no, she's really independent.
3 stories, 5 stories. They have a full
Looks like it's being filmed.
press box.
All right, sounds good. All right,
I've never been to Salisbury.
Mm-hmm.
She's a girl.
Got myself good.
You make yourself this morning?
All right. Okay. See ya. Thanks. Yeah. Good. All right. Bye. Good. Sound good.
Kayla's got a game 2. So I'll
Plenty of
save
time.
it for this or something.
For that
I don't have to
food's
do
coming
Davis
up
Fest
too.
too, so it's just on the road to that afterwards.
What was the second penalty? Was like a hit to the head? Was that Tegan's hit to the head?
That must have been. She had 33 points coming in.
Oh, you gotta get ready. Do you want me to sit with you
It's up to you.
and help you? I don't know.
You can help me with that.
Maybe I just stay where I was and then just get in the zone. Imagine if we had this in Milton. Would you want me to keep it? Look at one little nook that was like coaches wearing socks. All that that Trader Joe's Danish, the Kringle, and the people like devoured.
How about this girl, Elizabeth Green, is from Swampscott, Mass.
Oh wow! What's the last name?
Green. I called her Big Blue. I called her Big Blue at one time. I said from my hometown, Swampscott, Elizabeth Green. She has a couple of goals. Yeah.
Let me go back.
She has 3 goals, Elizabeth Green.
Are you sure that's on?
All right, we're back at Frank Bailey Field. Going to start the third quarter here. Period. I think period is the correct lacrosse term. We're gonna go with that. Again, it looks like it's Morgan Adams for Union against Esposito for Ithaca. It's a competition. Greta Mara with the draw control. Easy for me to say. Maybe I had too long of a break there. She's into the offensive end. Compa coming on. Stella Del Papa. Ithaca extending the pressure a little bit more than usual. Joseph to the top. Turns the corner. Sees a couple defenders. Kind of a flop pass out to Greta. She's got plenty of time. Shot clock at 56. Sorry, 65. A little dyslexic moment there for me. It might be time for coffee. As Doyle feeds it around to Compa. Compa seems to be setting something up and then reverses it over to Stella. Okay, kind of a quiet day for Schill, the sophomore attacker. She works it to Stella. Stella behind at the X. Comes across. Greta in one-on-one in space. A couple of cutters there. Mickelson, no. Compa at the top. 2 coming at her. She quickly dishes it back to Schill. Schill probing. Over to Jillian. She goes around. No, she's forced it. It's intercepted by number 13 on the caused turnover. All right. A little bit of pressure here. Here comes number 2 for Ithaca. I think that's one of the sisters. They're working it around. Ball's on the ground. Joseph's got a shot at it, and she's taken down. I don't know if anybody takes more hits than Jillian Joseph. The sophomore attack. Again, reigning rookie of the year in the league. She gets it back in action. It's Claudia Pats, the junior defender. She's into the offensive end. Greta's going to hold. They're going to set it up. Stella working it back behind. Again, that's junior Lana Mickelson with the rock. She finds Joseph on the cut. Kind of an open stick check. There is a call. Yeah, I got that right. Jillian's got a free position shot here, straight on. She had a strong game so far. I think she's got 4 points, 2 and 2. She looked like she was going to shoot. Now she's in the crouch. Oh, and there's a false start. It's Booga. Tough break for the U. Really good position. All right, Stella's on the ride, and it comes out. Stella Del Papa, the first year. She gets the cause turnover in the ground ball. All right, really big chance here for Union. Chilla over to Greta. Greta at top. Again, spacing, ball movement, really key. Doyle probing. Goes to Schill. Schill pushes. Fires a bounce shot and a beautiful save. Again, I think Ithaca's got to be really happy with the development and obviously the play of Michaela Datillo, the first-year goalie. Involved here a little bit in the clear. Game's been a little bit sloppy, kind of like the weather, but I think you can't fault the effort of these girls. All right, big clear pass. Ithaca into the offensive end. Ball is overthrown. And again, it's Claudia Patz, the junior of the day here, kind of Johnny on the spot. And she tries to force a tough one to Schill. Ball's intercepted by number 13, Olivia Pupo. So maybe we needed a little bit shorter of a halftime here to keep these girls warm. All right, it's Armstrong, followed by Johnson. Again, we're not talking about the moon shuttle. Sounds that way sometimes. Again, here's the isolation. They're really looking for Green, the senior out of Swampscott, Mass. Go Big Blue. Working it around. Johnson, ball's on the ground. Sammy comes out to challenge Armstrong. All right. They got us in the back door there. Nice feed from Armstrong. Couldn't see who got that one. To wait for the announcement. But regardless, it's 8-7 now. Union's lead cut in half with 10:54 here in the third period. Now that first stanza of plays, multiple turnovers from both teams. The draw is going to be critical here in the third period. All right, it looks like it's a little flip-flop there. It's Morgan Adams, Catherine Scallion, for Ithaca. Players jockeying position. Greta with the box out and the draw control. Again, been about 50-50 on the draw control. Greta brings it in. Hits Lana Mickelson with a nice feed on the left wing. She goes back towards the X. Tegan Steele in now at midfield. Stella. First-year attacker. Greco really brought a spark in the second period. Back in at midfield. Coach Trainer really giving some looks to these younger players. Tegan's her first year. All right, Jill's got it behind the net. She saw something she liked. She cuts. I kind of fired blindly. It's a nice save again. All right, and here comes the ride. Jill's just relentless out there. It's back to Michaela Tillo. Lana Mickelson cuts it off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Coach Trainer's gonna have a heart attack, and I don't blame her. I don't know if you guys can see this at home, but that did not appear to be any contact whatsoever, and we've got a yellow card on Schiller here for contact to the head. I don't know. I wear reading glasses, but I can't believe what I just saw. I did not see contact. And Coach Trainer is a proud advocate for her girls. Can't be happy with that. All right, so we're shorthanded. 15 from Ithaca brings it in. That was Phoebe Hosford. She's been an active participant in this game. Union short. Again, I think you got to watch out for Green here because Cody is out of the game here. Lily Cody, the leading scorer for Ithaca, has been benched for the rest of the game here with 2 yellows, I'm told. So Green has been a power player. Oh, wow. And a bad pass. And Shaw tracks it down for Union. It was out of bounds. It will be Milton ball. And she overthrows it. Oh, man. Big mistake here. Oh, what a play by Greta. Tracks it down. Gets the deflection on the shot. The penalty's up. Oh, pipe. All right, 70 seconds on the shot clock. This has been just so odd start to the second half. Not smooth from either team. I think it's got the only goal here of the third period. Open net in front. Little reverse shot by Armstrong, and she slides it under Sydney Widlitz. It's 8-8. Union's got to wake up and get some action going here in the offensive end. It's been a little bit sloppy so far. As my high school coach used to say, nobody said it was going to be easy. Both of these teams competing. And we're knotted at 8 here with 8-11 here in the third quarter. Again, we're at Frank Bailey Field. Union College, Schenectady, New York. This is the Liberty League. Union and Ithaca. All right, Emma Hardy in this circle against Morgan. She's a first year from Chesapeake, Virginia. Okay, it's up. It's a jump. Greta Mara. Draw controls have been big, and number 4 has been a big part of it. Oh, she's checked from behind. And it's out. 22. Gabrielle Cirilli. All right, Maddie Greco on the ride outside. Looks like Ithaca's going to set up. All right, Green. Claudia Pats really standing her ground. Green looking to make something happen. Greco rides her wide. Back in the X to Armstrong. She's worked a lot back there. Deneen working with her. Shot misses. Wide right. Ithaca maintains possession. Quick shot and dump. Looked like a save. We're going to reset the shot clock. Ball is on the ground. Ithaca does. Again, it's Armstrong. Greco. She's quick. There's the cut. Cut off by Maddie Deneen. Oh, Sammy Johnson. Move your feet, girl. Beautiful. There's 24 seconds on the shot clock. All right, Dembowski on Green at the top. Moves her feet. Beautiful help. Oh, look, did Sid get a piece of that? Wow. All right, Maddie Deneen, the first year. All right, looks like Coach Trainer's called a timeout here. It's 8-8, Union ball, 85 seconds on the shot clock, and we're in the third period with 5:43 left. That was a tough defensive sequence right there, but I think you got to be pleased with the Union defense after that first period. We got to cut down those turnovers, at least the unforced ones, and be patient on offense. Obviously with Ithaca in the position of not having Lily Cody for the remainder of the game, the 5'2" junior midi out of Old Saybrook, Connecticut. She obviously is their leading scorer, dynamic. You could see the burst in her feet just watching her play. She entered the game with 12 goals and 9 assists for their leading 33 points. She's out. Since that point, it's been all Union until the third period here. So far, it's a 2-goal advantage in the third period for Ithaca, so they're obviously continuing to compete, and maybe Coach Trainer sees this as an opportunity to kind of reset the troops. All right, so we're going to return to action. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Liberty League. Union 1-2 in the league, 5-2 overall. Ithaca is 2-0 in the conference and 5-2 overall. So a big game for both teams. Both teams were in the Liberty League playoffs last year. Ithaca won the tournament, advanced in the national tournament. All right, looks like Greta has the ball, and we'll start when we're blown into play here. And here we go. A good burst for number 4. Crosses the 50, and we're in the offensive end. She jumps it off to Jillian Joseph. Looks like we're really going to set this thing up here, and we're rolling with 65 seconds on the shot clock. It's Schiller up top. Back over to Greta. Oh, low pass. Schiller able to maintain control. He's got pressure on her patiently. One bounces it over to Greta. It was a foul call, but looks like Ithaca's trying to put a little bit more pressure on us at the top. All right, here's Hannah Compa. Inside to Mickelson. Lana can't handle it. The ball is picked up by number 20. That's knocked loose by Stella. Oh. Lana just got knocked down. All right. I don't know. Ithaca's got the ball. It's up to Green. Again, solid player, senior. She's into the offensive end. Quick pass inside. Shot is deflected. Chased. It's Ithaca ball. Behind the X. Out top. All right, it's Esposito. Over to Armstrong. It's Armstrong and Johnson. Oh, Sammy. Looks like we got a foul here. All right, she's going to be at the left elbow here in her free position. Foul on Sammy Johnson. 3:53 left in the third. Good pressure. Claudia Pats, Anna Dembowski closing on that. Oh, we got a Both teams have really settled in defensively. Oh, it's out. It's out. I think it's getting the ground balls. Shot clock violation. Sammy Johnson, she's stripped. Cause turnover at number 6. Ball's out again. Anna Dembowski pokes it free. Yep. That ball was scooped and advanced by Claudia Pats. She's been active today, the junior defender. All right. Union has not scored since the break. We're approaching 2:30 on the clock here. Hannah Compa on top, the midfielder. Over to Greta, working it. Stella, she's got pressure directly on her. Little stutter go. She's lost it. She dropped it. She just got tackled. Come on, man. Can't do that. You gotta love how hard these kids play. All right. Looks like it's not a great position. I would expect Stella to pull it out from here. She is acting up. She's patiently pulls it out. Over to Greta. Greta swing past the Schill. Compa downhill. She doesn't see it. There's a lot of action. Oh, Greta with a nice dodge and a rip from the senior. It's in the back of the net. It's 9-8 the U. We're back. And cue the music.
Union goal forced the game, scored by number 4, Greta Maurer.
All right, Greta nets her 4th. She's got 5 points. It's 9-8 Union. 150 left in the 3rd. Again, ball is out. Maddie Deneen, the first year midi, with the draw control. She's being pressured. Oh my goodness. Ithaca with a card here. It's on Armstrong. It's a green. All right, that's a 1 minute on Armstrong. Maddie Deneen, the first year from Wilton, Connecticut. Primarily a defender on the roster, but she's played a lot of midfield. And Claudia Pats into the offensive end. She dumps it off to Gretagonchi. What now? All right, they reset the shot clock. That was the reason for the whistle. Christina, the junior attacker, will bring us into play once we get the whistle. Again, this is a big sequence here. Union with the woman up. I don't understand what's going on. All right. What are we waiting for? Oh, are they too short? So Ithaca is too short here. Sorry. Missed that. All right, Christina brings it in. Starts the action to Stella. And immediately we stop action. We're at 124 here in the third. It's 9-8 Union. We've got Union, 2 women up. The clock seems to be incorrectly displaying the penalties. That's the reason for the stoppage. I think the problem is Armstrong's penalty. They've got to get that time correct on the scoreboard. Number 25, Emma Hardy, is in for 57 seconds. And, it's not Armstrong. It's number 13, Olivia Papo. I'm saying that right? Or maybe it is Armstrong. Now they're resetting it again. It is Armstrong. So she's in for 46 more seconds. So Union's going to have a 2-women advantage here for 46 seconds. We're at 124 in the third. Obviously, this is going to be a big sequence in this contest. And Christina brings it back in play. All right, it's around to Deneen. Deneen's at the top. She goes to Schill. Deneen working it. Schiller, the dynamic lefty sophomore. Oh, my goodness. Greco. What a burst of energy and bright light for this Union squad. Maddie Greco, number 24. With the low shot, finds the back of the net. Now, let's see. I don't claim to be an expert, but are these penalties releasable? If it looks like they are not. Armstrong still got 27 seconds. We're at 105 in the third. Union's no, check that. The penalties are releasable. I'm ahead of the scoreboard operator. I'm thinking like a coach. All right. Maddie Deneen and Maddie Greco. And if you don't have enough Maddies, we've got more Maddies with Maddie Doyle. We'll probably recruit a Maddie for next year, too. Can't get enough of the Maddies. I gotta say, I think I'm having more fun than a lot of people today. I'm inside the press box here at Frank Bailey Field. It's connected in New York. It's overcast. We've had some rain, but it's not raining now. All right, back to the game. We're in the circle. It's Doyle. It looks like Esposito again. No, it was Hardy. And again, it's Greta, and she's whacked in the mouth. This is getting wild. No card. No card. Really surprised. That was definitely it. Hurt. Ball's on the ground. Oh, look at Greco. She stripped. She made a nice ground ball recovery there as Greta was stripped. And then she was stripped in traffic. Didn't have a lot of chances. All right, Union 10-8, 30 seconds left. We're on the ride now. It seems like there are Union girls everywhere. Stella pressing it outside. Ball is up. It's on the ground, and it's scooped by Schill. Maddie Schiller, she got pressure. She drops it. She recovers it. No, she lost it. It's still loose. Sydney Smith with possession, and there goes the horn. Third period is over. So interesting period. Ithaca closed it to 8-8 after trailing by 2. Coach took a timeout. Coach Trainer kind of reset it. It's been a physical game. Obviously, the conditions aren't fantastic. And then Union answered with 2 back to keep the lead at 2 heading into the fourth. All right. So we've got 1 minute and 38 seconds here between periods. Again, a big game here in the Liberty League. Ithaca, the defending champions of the league, they're 2-0. Union is 1-2, having dropped 2 at home last weekend, which was difficult. Played really well in parts of both games and rebounded this week with a Wednesday win at Bard. And Ithaca got off to a good start today, but then their leading scorer, Lily Cody, was disqualified from the game with some cards. Since that point, they've kind of struggled to consistently maintain offense. But this fourth quarter should be exciting as we come down the stretch. See if we can get you some third period stats here. All right, goals were 2-2 as I mentioned. Ithaca did have 7 shots to Union's 5. We had 2 saves from Ithaca's dynamic freshman goalie. Sydney Whitleds had 1. Both teams did register a power play goal. Penalties 2-1. Ithaca with the 2. Ground balls that period 10 for Ithaca, 4 for Union. Union with the draw controls. I think Greta Mara probably leads in that area. It's her and Doyle flanking. Morgan Adams. Looks like Ithaca is going with, I want to say that's Juliana Esposito. She's a senior against Adams, who's a senior. And here we go, fourth period, ready to begin. 15 minutes on the clock. Interesting. Looks like we got a false start. Ref unsure which way to direct it. He gives it to Ithaca. Looks like there was a breakdown in communication there, and Union is offsides. Looks like Morgan Adams will serve that penalty. All right, it's 10-8. It's 14:45. It's a little chilly out there. You can see the girls moving around. They say lacrosse is a spring sport, but it's almost semi-winter. All right. Ithaca working it around. Basically around the top. Greta, Anna Dembowski, Kate Lofney on top here for in the shorthanded positions here for Union. It's Green, Sydney Smith, a lot of action, Armstrong, Kelly Agrua, I think I'm saying that right, out there. I can't really see what they're trying to do here. Maybe they're trying to get leverage to get an inside feed and get a close shot. There's 34 seconds on the shot clock and running. There is a defender inside. As they swing, Union shifts. Claudia Pat seems to be working down low. There's a backdoor cut picked up by Claudia. Ball's on the ground. Sammy Johnson working for it, and Sammy Johnson with the ground ball. Big stop. Sammy's really had a knack on the clear. She drives through the midfield, loses it. It's on the ground. Ithaca. It's these plays in traffic which have kind of haunted Union today. All right, the penalty's been released. Here comes Maddie Deneen. Anna Dembowski rides her girl, number 8. Leah Naturel around, and then there was a miscommunication. She turned the corner and went high on Sydney, and it makes it a 1-goal game with 9:53 in the fourth. Leah Naturel, she's a junior attack out of Montclair, New Jersey. Nobody said it was going to be easy. A lot of energy. Frank Bailey really starting to fill up now with people. You're getting a lot of spectators that are going to stay on to watch the boys' game as well. All right, it's like the two seniors back at the draw circle. Again, I don't think that came up, but Greta's got the step. She bats it. She open check there, I think. Referee signaled the wrong way, had a re-whistle and draw it the right way. It's Ithaca's ball. All right. Again, I think Ithaca's really leaned on Elizabeth Green. Ball is crossed over to Armstrong. Christina rides her right to the line. All right, this is what they want, one-on-ones. Tegan really working hard. But somebody slipped free. It's a one bouncer in the low left corner, and we're knotted at 10 with 12-12 left. This is going to be a barn burner. Two teams that were in the coaches' preseason pool to be in the top of the league. I think this is the game that most people expected that it would be. Looks like it'll be Juliana Esposito from Ithaca against Morgan Adams. I got Greta Marr out there with Maddie Greco. Some jockeying for position here, pre-draw. It's up. It's into the neutral. Oh, we got an open check. Oh, and the balls are given to Union. Greta picks it up, gets us going. Oh, she looked like she almost got slashed there. Okay. In comes Lana Mickelson. In comes Stella. We're working it around. Greta settles it down. Schill on top. Over to Greco. Stella. No, that's Christina. Now Stella with it. A cut from Lana, no. A cut from Jillian, no. Back out to Greta. She takes her time. We still have 40 seconds plus on the shot clock. Behind to Christina. No. Off to Jillian. Jillian with a reverse. She draws it, man. Takes a lot of hits, Jillian Joseph. The sophomore attack. Is it a card? It looks like it is. She might have taken that to the head. Jillian from Longmeadow, Mass. She's one of the Union's leading scorers, really developed her game. Leads the team in goals. She got 10 plus assists so far this season. She'll shoot from just off the left side. God. The delays between these calls and the restarts can really get to you. Can't imagine what it's like for the ladies out there. Patience. All right, now they're resetting the shot clock, and we're almost ready to roll. All right. Jillian looks like she's going to, she pulls it out. So they are going to work it here with the woman up at the situation. Stella around to Christina. Out to Maddie. To Maddie. And to Greta. Greta probing. Back to Schill. That's Maddie Schiller. Sorry, I like to cut them in the nicknames here. An inside move. Christina thought about it, doesn't pull the trigger. Goes back to Greta. Greta with a shake and bake. Jillian Joseph off the feed from Greta. It's a high laser, and Union retakes the lead. Boom. There goes the music. It's been a gritty game. I think Jill's experience right there, and I think you got to credit the feed from Greta. Greta's having a big game. Okay, we're back in the draw circle. Same two ladies. These seniors have been battling here for most of the afternoon. A lot of showmanship here between Green and Greco. Moving for late position. Ball goes forward to the Ithaca offensive end, and they do retain possession as number 10, Sydney Smith, gets the draw control. Hasn't gone that way often today with the ball going that far forward. All right, again, it's Green on top. They're really looking to get her going. Ridden off by Claudia Patz. It's behind the net. Armstrong, who's been operating back at the X a lot today, working. It's coming around. We're at 50 seconds on the shot clock. Pressure from Anna Dembowski, the sophomore. Maddie Deneen in pursuit. Union defense really moving well today. After that first period, really settled in here to the scheme. It's Green. There's a nice switch off there. Greco. I don't know what happened here. That ball is overshot. Dembowski in pursuit. Oh, and she was knocked down. No call. She hustles to get back into the mix, and Union's defense is able to hold until she got back. There's 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's out, and it is a turnover. Greta with the final pressure. She's going to bring it in play. Finds Tegan. I think we want to keep the ball out of the middle. Quick foul there. Tegan outside to Schill. Oh, looks like she almost took it right in the jaw. Maddie Schiller, low pounce. Oh. That's Christina. She was knocked down. I think they got to give her the space. All right, Christina gets it in. Lana Mickelson works it around to Greta at the top. There's pressure on that pass. Greta with an open check. A turnover. Just haven't had too much fluid. Oh, nice. Jillian Joseph with a check.
Can't do that.
And the ground ball for Jillian. She gets the cause turnover and the ground ball. She looks like she's ready to rip it, but she pulls it back. Greta on the top, feed inside. Oh, Greco's shot, which was on target, was beautiful save from Michaela Detilio. She had an impressive day. Now Union on the ride. Ithaca with Detilio with a long one bounce pass up to number 7, and she does not control it. That's Catherine Scannell. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm being too dramatic. But again, there's no enforcement. I think here there's supposed to be a certain amount of space. 22 with another foul. Oh, you gotta love these refs. They've got the cards tucked up into their jackets, and they have to unzip. So we've got a 1 minute foul here. Again, there's 7:07 left, fourth period. Union 11, Ithaca 10. Okay, Christina in the Jillian. I think we're gonna work it around here. Jillian to Greta. Maddie Schiller, a.k.a. Schill. Greco, probing, working, back. A little bit. Oh, good. Slid through the crease on the missed pass. Stella picked up that ground ball. Again, we're probing. Stella behind the X. Off to Greco on the left. On top. There's 45 seconds on the shot clock, so there's no rush. We're at 6:20. Clock is rolling. There's a feed to Lana Mickelson. Shot deflects and slips into the net. Huge goal from the junior, Lana Mickelson. There was an assist on that. We'll get that in a second. Titilio got a piece of it, but couldn't stop it. So a huge goal for Union at 6:13. They extend the lead to a 2-goal margin, 12-10.
Union goal, her second of the game, scored by number 12, Lana Mickelson.
No credit on the assist. I'm pretty sure there was an assist on that. But like I said, I'm a rookie. All right, Esposito and Adams in the circle. Greta, Greco. Green out there again for Ithaca. Ball goes into a neutral spot. Greco with a burst. Greco, the sophomore, has really brought some energy here to Union today. Gets it to Jillian Joseph. She gets destroyed. Number 2, Jillian Joseph, slow to get up. She's like a running back trying to close this thing out. Just takes hit after hit. Just keeps coming, the sophomore attack. A relentless player. Yeah, a lot of fouls today. Number 2, Caitlin Russell will sit, looks like for a minute. Union on the advantage. Got Christina, Lana Mickelson, Schill, Greta. In comes Stella. Greco really giving us a burst today, some energy. Sophomore. Greta working at the top. Schill on her right. Schill drives. She lost it on a check. Greco picked it up. Huge play. Again, she's making all the little plays today, helping. Greta still maintains, works it around. Christina behind. Lana pressing. Come around. Christina rotates around. You know, we got 38 seconds. Pass to Jillian misses, but of course Lana's there to scoop it. She goes inside to Stella. Stella doesn't go one-on-one. Pulls it out. All right. The penalty is up. So we're even. Quick into Jill into Jill. It's saved. So we should get a new 90. No, a 60, sorry. It's reset. Patience by Union shown here. Christina, Talana, around to Stella. Greta on top. Ithaca, you know, not applying too much pressure outside. Schill on the dodge. Double coming. She dumps. It's Christina around to Stella. Stella's got one-on-one. She's dodging and probing, but pulls out. 27-26. We're ticking with the shot clock. We're at 4:12. Schill looking to drive to her strong hand left. And they're going to call a charge. Difficult. It was difficult. That was 50-50. All right. 2-goal game, under 4 minutes. Ball's going to bounce. Anna Dembowski with the check. They don't like it. Foul on her. Ball was out. Anna leads the team in ground balls, and I believe caused turnovers. The sophomore out of Milton, Mass. All right, there's a timeout here. I think a coach not happy. All right, we're at 3:31. Union with the 2-goal lead, 12-10. It's been a physical, grinded out kind of game. Wind blowing left to right. Here at Frank Bailey. You know, shout out to my boy Tom Fallon who's watching at home, to my mother Rosemarie Krager, to all the Union fans. You know, it's an exciting time to be a Garnet Charger, for some. Got to credit Ithaca really playing as hard as they can. Again, they lost their leading scorer, Lily Cody, the junior midfielder, somewhere in that second period. Union really needs this game to stay one game behind in the league standings here. You know, RIT has been impressive so far. Still early here, third league game, but you know, this league is very competitive. Probably be looking to hopefully try to get 3 NCAA tournament berths, but the league champion will definitely get one. All right, so it's Ithaca ball. Set the scene here. 3:31 remaining. Union by 2. Ithaca ball with 79 seconds on the shot clock. Union D, Claudia Patz, Tegan Shaw, Sammy Johnson, Anna Dembowski. Looks like defensive middies, Greta Mara, and Maddie Deneen. All right, Ithaca comes in. It's number 15, Phoebe Hosford, behind the net to Armstrong. Very familiar at the X. Ball's out on the wing. Claudia Patz up there. Greta's at the top. Anna Dembowski on ball on green. Leah Naturel working. Sammy Johnson and Tegan Shaw passing that off. Again, Union kind of not extending too far here. Up by 2, down a girl. They switch the X. Nice job, Greta Mara. Oh, somebody got knocked down. No call. Shot clock approaching 15 seconds. Green at the top, dangerous player. Elizabeth Green, senior, turns the corner. Kate Lofney, Sydney with a save. Way to step up, Sid. But the shot clock does reset. We're at 2:11, ticking. Action inside. Had to pull it out. Green at the top. Again, she's probably the most dangerous weapon out there right now for Ithaca. The senior out of Swampscott, Mass. Johnson on the ball. Some cutters coming eventually. You know, Milton's done a real nice job here. Kate Lofney in there on D now. Here comes a cross and a move. Green, there's a switch. The ball's overthrown. It's on the ground. Deneen can't get to it, but she holds her position. Another overthrow. Greta's got a shot at it, and it's an open check. Greta's going to take possession. And there's Claudia. What a game from the junior defender. Really had a great year so far. Gets it into the offensive end. And that's Christina. She takes it down the side, sends it back to Schill. The penalty's up. And I assume you'll see Union use as much of the shot clock as possible here. Pressure's starting to come. It looks like Ithaca's going to extend. I mean, you want the ball with Jillian, Greta, girls who are really good on the dodge. They're applying a lot of pressure to Jill. She dumps it over, not caught cleanly. Ball's out. All right, Ithaca's got it. Greta's on the ride. Anna Dembowski with a deflection and a ground ball. There goes 33 down the right side. Coach calls a timeout. There's 84 seconds on the shot clock and 25 on the game. This is a situation of hold and celebrate. All right, Union's in position to put this away. Like I said, a deflection there and a ground ball from Dembowski gives the ball back to Union. 25 seconds left for the 2-goal lead. Coach trainer obviously wants the girls to know the situation, so she took the timeout. We're at Frank Bailey Field here in Schenectady, New York, Union College for this Liberty League game. It's been a fantastic competitive game. Obviously, the Liberty League is a competitive women's lacrosse league. Our men's team is coming on next against St. Lawrence. Both of those teams are contending for league title as well. So you can pick up that live feed afterwards. Again, my name's Steve Dembowski. I'm a parent, and filling in here is our normal broadcaster is on spring break, even though it's not very spring up here today. Shout out to my brother Dave, who may be watching, and my nephew Max. All right, Greta, working the clock. Schill with it now. We're at 14 seconds. Schill with a dodge, working space. Schill with a spin. Is she going to shoot it? Schill shoots it with under a minute left, and it's a big win for Union College. Girls rushed to Sydney Widlitz. 3-year starter in the net. Big win today. Yep. Union will play RPI on Wednesday, and it will be here at Frank Bailey. Union improves to 2-1 in the Liberty League with this win. Ithaca drops to 2-1. And thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I am a novice, so I am available. If you have any NIL deals, I'm willing to step up and negotiate. I do have no eligibility remaining, but my voice is alive and well. Thanks for joining us today. Take care and be well.